Now that it's done with regional competition, the NDSU robotics team will now take its shot at Worlds. Not only did students have to present their ideas on this screen behind me, but they also had to race against time. As many as 1,200 people, including college students, donned their hairnets and packed some boxes of rice. Here at Gigi's Playhouse, Sanis is one of the volunteers that provides many different resources to help people with Down syndrome feel like they're at home. The NDSU Bison football team's annual spring game didn't just serve as a normal practice, but as a refresher course for both veterans and rookies alike. While most people here we spoke to were Trump supporters, people here say that regardless of political party, everybody here can learn something from a visit from the president. Way off the campus of NDSU, two hunks of junk are making their rounds inside a boxed-off battlefield. But they aren't facing off against each other. Instead, 2 of 5 engineering students are controlling them to do target-based tasks as part of a new robotics team at the university. Coming off of their first regional competition, team member Aaron Kaltoff says he and his team didn't know what to expect.
Like a lot of extra change.
We didn't know if we were going to do well at all because we were a first-year team here at NDSU, and we were thinking maybe we'll take 3rd or 4th, like in the 7.
To its surprise, the team took first in the tournament, which is a score-based competition that changes every year. Each robot the team designed was made out of metal and one other key element: 3D printed parts.
The main component of the robot that launches the balls is held onto the robot by 2 3D printed pieces, and there's a lot of other things on the robots that are 3D printed that are very essential to them working.
Now that it's done with regional competition, the NDSU robotics team will now take its shot at Worlds. Kaltoff and Moldashel are looking forward to the opportunity to show what their team is made of on a bigger stage.
We were super thrilled when we got the Worlds invite, and we're still super excited when we go and compete.
Waking up for an 8 a.m. class is not fun, but waking up for an 8 a.m. robotics competition is, I just instantly pop up, and it is the most nerdy, fun thing I'd ever done in my life.
When the team heads off to compete, one thing is for sure: robots will be taking over their world.
Are you good at Jenga? I don't know if I'm very good.
MSUM basketball standout Drew Sanis volunteers at Gigi's Playhouse once every month. She uses games like Jenga to get the creative juices of kids like John and Lucas flowing.
What's your favorite animal? John is your favorite animal?
Yes.
John and Lucas both have Down syndrome, a disorder Sanis has a strong connection to.
I grew up with a guy who had Down syndrome, and we were really close growing up, so I think that just that sparked my interest and kind of made me passionate about people with Down syndrome.
Here at Gigi's Playhouse, Sanis is one of the volunteers that provides many different resources to help people with Down syndrome feel like they're at home. Pizza, air hockey,
Oh, nice shot.
and karaoke are just a few things that provide an escape for Sanis and the patrons of the Playhouse.
It's nice to just come here and kind of let everything go and have a good time. Lucas, you want to come grab some pizza?
Although she is leading an event for the first time since she started last August, she has already gained the approval of parents.
She's good. She's very good. She's been here many of the times when we've been here, so she's pretty regular at it.
Sanis says she loves the flexibility the volunteering experience provides, and she can't argue with the results.
Getting to hang out with them and see them have a good time and know that what you're doing is making an impact, I would say that's definitely rewarding.
Sanis wants to get more involved in the community in the future, but until then, she says she will help kids like John and Lucas express themselves within the Playhouse. With photographer Jared Eischen, Tanner Robinson, Campus News. Meet 5-year-old Pitbull Eve. She's one of many dogs who is helped by the For Love of Dog Rescue Shelter. The shelter brought a few of them to the Down Dog Studio in Fargo for the Wonder Adoption event. But what does wonder mean?
Wonder in rescue term just is a dog that doesn't want to share its home with other dogs. It prefers to be the only pet in the household.
Don't let it scare you. It doesn't mean that they're aggressive. Karen Schneider has 5.5-year-old Virginia.
Got pretty eyes, doesn't she?
And she says Virginia doesn't need to hang around other dogs to have fun.
She likes to play soccer by herself. She plays by herself and pounces on balls and makes them run up and bounce around, and she just has a good time all by herself.
And when she's not playing outside, Schneider says Virginia is a gentle soul when it comes to being inside.
She is beautiful in a house, sticks to her end of the couch where her blanket is, and she'll sleep on the floor if you don't want her to sleep with you. She just is just a sweetheart.
Like most of the other dogs at the shelter, Virginia has been bounced from home to home. While Virginia continues to find a permanent place to stay, Schneider says she doesn't mind the company at all.
We just haven't found the right family, but she can stay with me and for as long as she needs to.
A plan fit for a wonderful dog. Tanner Robinson, KVRR Local News.